Place is definitely waking up.
Yes, this town is coming alive,
Yes,
man.
it is.
We are just outside of Flagstaff, Arizona. We welcome you all for joining us for our cross-country trip. We've already hit the West Coast. We're now headed back, and we're making killer time.
Yep.
We've learned a lot of lessons with this trip. I definitely have, and I'll talk about that later on in this episode. This is part 5. And last night we slept in a pilot travel center.
Not too bad. Yeah.
Slept right here in the parking lot. Slept great. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 60 degrees. It may have dipped down into the 50s, but
Yeah, it was fantastic, dude. It really was. I'm getting used to sleeping in the front seat of this car.
Yeah, it's pretty comfy.
No, not really, but I'm getting used to it. Yeah, I've slept worse on the ground than I have slept.
There's something to be said about that.
That's right, man. Ira and I both agree that Arizona is beautiful. What a gorgeous state, man.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah, we're just a little bit outside of Flagstaff. We didn't want to camp out there just because Flagstaff is larger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at a population of around 70,000 people in Flagstaff, so...
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty good size.
Yeah.
So we stayed about 10 miles out.
Right. Yeah, just slept in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And we weren't the only ones, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that parking lot's full of people sleeping in their cars.
You know, it was full when we arrived, and at 5:30 this morning, it was not.
Right.
Yeah, so those folks must have stayed, got some shut-eye, and then bolted after a few hours.
That's the truth.
Yeah, I never felt so alone.
You know, I tell you, like, over the last couple of days, well, let's see, over the last 2 weeks, I should say, one thing I've noticed is that people really enjoy to open carry their firearms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now I noticed that in the area that we live in for the first time, I don't know, about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, this guy was carrying a massive handgun.
Oh, yeah.
And in the parking lot there, this guy was carrying a revolver. I'm not sure if he can even pull that thing out of his holster quickly, because that gun was huge.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Don't look at another man's cannon.
Jeez.
So you need to refilm that. Sorry. Boy, it is lovely.
Yes, it is. And seeing a big elk, that would make my day. What about you, pal?
Yeah. All I want is for my boy to be happy.
Thank you, Pop. Yes, my father-in-law. I have been enjoying our trip across the country.
My boy.
My dad.
Do you have wares for my boy?
May we see your product?
I'm just looking forward to seeing this. Trees, grass. I'm eager to get away from sand. So I'm really happy that the ground covering's different.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. New Mexico, dude!
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'll give it that much.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love the canyons.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Tank.
Awesome.
Tank just went by.
That's the second tank that we've seen.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few tanks on this trip. That's interesting.
Yeah, the color pattern on that one was different than the other.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, not desert, more like woodland.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about maybe getting off the interstate, hitting some highways, and possibly even like taking a run down to Louisiana. But, I mean, if we push it, we can actually be back in North Carolina tomorrow.
Yep.
And I don't know about Ira here, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had a lot of fun. I've seen a lot of stuff, but I'm kind of ready to get back to it.
Sure.
I tell you, like, one thing that I've learned about this trip is, like, originally it was going to be, like, drive across the country, we'd stop and hike and stuff like this. But when you're in these remote sections of the West, like, you really have to plan very, very well and smartly to go do such things, because like a lot of these state parks and stuff are all just really rough gravel roads.
Oh yeah.
And like you need to think twice about taking your rental car on those roads.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen countless cars coming off these gravel roads with their donut spare tire on there. And I tell you what, if you're out in the middle of nowhere with a flat tire, that's a big ordeal.
Oh yeah.
A big ordeal.
Man, just having a flat tire on 40 would be a problem.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Like, that's not an easy solution for this.
I'm doing everything in my power not to pull off the road. I don't want to take the chance.
Right. Like, you really do have to think things over. You have gas on your hands, don't you?
Maybe.
You just have to really plan things out. This trip has actually taught me quite a bit. I've learned of a number of places I really want to go hike at, but you have to plan for it. You know, I think the coolest thing about this trip, for me personally, is that it really does go to show that you could travel across the country, you could do it safely, you could see some truly amazing things that if you never leave your state, you will never see. And it really shows you how big the United States is.
Yeah.
And how much of it is just empty space. I mean, it's just jaw-dropping.
Yeah.
For a very little price. You save your money, you make your plans, and a year later, you're having an adventure of a lifetime.
Yeah.
I mean, just think about all the cool stuff that we've seen so far on this trip. We've seen fighter jets. We saw a Predator drone, dude.
Several of them.
Yeah, I mean, when you come from a small town in North Carolina, you never think that you're going to get to see a Predator drone.
Right.
Yeah, and we saw that thing up close and personal. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny how yesterday we were talking about how 2 months ago, who would have thought that we would be driving through the heart of Las Vegas, you know?
Right.
Yeah, through all of these wonderful places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've met some cool people. Everyone's been really friendly for the most part.
Oh yeah, man, we've been so blessed to meet good people.
Yeah.
To not encounter, you know, ill-mannered folks.
Yeah, ill fortune and so
yeah,
on.
man, I tell you what, we've been really, really fortunate.
Yeah.
I have not felt like I was endangered at all.
Yeah.
Not a single time.
Right.
I felt completely comfortable sleeping in all these places in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Talking about that does bring up a good point. Trust your gut. You know, it's like when we pulled into Pueblo, Colorado, our spidey senses were like, it's better to drive another 150 miles tonight than to stay here.
Yeah.
And no offense to anybody if you're from that place. Yeah, I mean, we may be completely off.
Sure, it could be that location that we pulled in from.
Yeah. So just trust your gut. You know?
Yeah.
Trust your gut. Yeah. Make sure to check out the elements, the type of people who are around. And you can decide pretty quick if that's a good spot to stay or not. Now, those rocks that I just focused on, that is actually lava. These are old lava fields, and this area is known as the Badlands of New Mexico. And with those lava fields, I've seen something like that before in Hawaii on Big Island. It's pretty crazy to be able to walk out on these lava fields where the rock is still hot from the lava underneath. Wow. Yeah. Pretty wild. On a side note, when I was on Big Island hiking around on the lava fields, I was even at the spot where Bear Grylls faked one of his episodes of what was the show? Man vs. Wild or something? Yeah. Where he faked one. It's really funny because it was about 100 feet off of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a highway right next to where he was like, I'm out in the middle of nowhere, dodging this hot lava. It was all fake. It's really funny.
That is so funny.
Yes, hello Texas, man.
Yeah.
Texas.
That is great. So I guess next up we have Amarillo.
Amarillo.
Yeah, about 70 miles or so.
Excellent. I think our mission tonight is to get through Texas into Oklahoma.
Yep.
That'd be some major progress. Major progress.
Yep. We can do it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, brother.
Hey, dude.
How you doing, dude?
Good, man. How about you, bud?
Choice.
Yeah. What do you think about Texas so far?
Not bad. Yeah, clean enough.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. We're in Amarillo, Texas right now.
Yeah, feels like Hickory, North Carolina.
Yep. No big deal. 68,000 people. It's not big, not small. It actually might be nicer than Hickory,
Yeah, it is.
based on what we've seen so far.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we did it. Yes, we did.
Oh, yeah.
We continue our trek across the United States, heading back to faithful and beautiful North Carolina.
Oh, yes.
The scenery really hasn't changed all that much, has it?
Not really. The grass is a little longer, a little taller. That's about it.
Right? Might be able to see Ira back there. He's playing on his phone.
Hello.
Hey.
I have my fan.
Right. And I'm up here in the front seat. It is really hot wherever we stopped. Some small town. We're basically in a gas station parking lot. It's very, very warm tonight. But yeah, gonna get some shut-eye and make a final push home tomorrow. Yeah, alright. See you all in the morning.
Morning, pal. Morning, buddy.
Morning, dude. Man, this is one interesting place.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes. I really like the used condom beside your door.
Yes. And why exactly do we have a used condom on the ground, Ira?
I think that's probably because there was a mobile prostitution ring here last night, hanging out at one of the gas pumps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we drove through Oklahoma City last night. I actually did a little bit of driving. Like, we had stopped at this, I don't know, this hotel. Do you even know the name of the city? I'm not sure.
It's 30 miles before Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and it was probably 83 degrees, and it was hot.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, I decided I'm gonna drive for a little bit, maybe find a cooler place, and we did.
Oh, yeah. Drove through Oklahoma City.
Yeah, drove through Oklahoma City. It
Around
wasn't bad.
midnight.
Yeah.
No.
That wasn't too bad. And got tired, pulled off here wherever we're at. And as soon as we pulled into the parking lot, there was like this RV, and there was, I don't know, probably 6 young girls. They looked young to me. And they were all hanging outside by the gas pumps, running in and out. I watched them for a good hour. And
My God.
I was intrigued by it. Never seen prostitutes before.
Yeah, you're like, hey, those are prostitutes. I'm like, no way.
I was able to confirm it when they took my money. They weren't doing something with the Johns here driving these trucks.
I see.
Man, but I don't know.
John's. It's like you know the lingo.
The plan for the day is pretty simple. It's a mad dash to North Carolina. It's time to go home. We're at exactly 1,000 miles to go. Alright. Let's hit the road, good buddy. We're in Arkansas, and we just stopped in some little town here to get some gas and get some food.
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly where we are.
Okay. It is 95 degrees, but with humidity that's out of this world. It is so freaking hot.
This is Carl Isle.
Okay.
Yeah, heat advisory in effect. Yeah, it is very warm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 105 to 110 degrees today. Very humid.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can feel it. So sticky.
Yeah, the heat advisory means that a combination of hot temperatures and high humidity will combine to create a sticky situation.
That's the truth. This is the little town that time has forgotten. Everything's kind of dying.
Oh yeah, the gas station that we went into. Wow,
What a hole.
man! Candy bars and soft drinks, and that's it. There is no there's nothing to munch on. I mean, unless you want junk.
Yeah, there wasn't even coffee.
Yeah, so we had stopped to get something to eat and fill up.
Right.
We ended up filling up, and we're just gonna take off. There's just not much here.
So my friends, Ira and I both want to thank you all so very much for joining us on this multi-part cross-country adventure. We saw some amazing things. I think every single state presented us with something truly amazing.
I couldn't agree more.
Yep. I had so much fun. Ira, thank you so much for letting me tag along
Hey,
with you.
thank you, pal.
Yeah.
I had a blast.
Had a blast. It's late. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. We're pulling into North Carolina now. And this is the end of our video. In the future, I will have an additional episode or two where I address some questions and maybe even talk about the trip in some detail. So look forward to that in the future. Everybody, take care, strength and honor. Be well.
Good night.
Good night.